Yes, good, good. So it begins again. I have to do the thing. Professional. Everyone's here, ready to roll. It's Wednesday at the moment of this filming, and you've made it through another week. Congratulations. All that wonderful whiskey in that new introduction video thing, I hope you like. I have been trying to get things done today. I don't know if I've done a very good job. I think I have. I went out somewhere. Where the hell did I go? I think I went to Starbucks. Oh, wait. If you're on my Instagram, and if you aren't, you should be. I posted my lunch, and it was a ginormous fish thing, and it was lovely. I ate the whole thing. I shouldn't have. I should not have eaten the whole thing, but I did, knowing it's the only thing I'm pretty much going to eat today. I may have a muffin later. I like muffins. Muffin and coffee? Not the best idea. I'm realizing I'm about to consume a fair amount of caffeine. It's still dry week, by the way, if the thumbnail wasn't a huge giveaway. Now you know. I'm doing yet another video at an obscure time. Hello, Mr. Co-op. The delay is palatable. Welcome to the show. As always, I have no idea what I'm doing, but thank you for being here. Oh, okay, there we go. What? Minute. I've almost forgotten how to use everything. That's a bit weird. Where should I start? I guess I should start about the video I posted today if you didn't watch it, which I know Co-op you did, so what am I doing? But hopefully people will like that. I think a good amount of people have watched it. I hope to do more of that kind of content, mostly because it's apparent to me that I will not be able to make a whiskey video every week eternally until the end of time, because that would be an absurd amount of whiskey bottles, first of all, which I cannot drink. But second of all, because I think I would start to have a problem with space. You know, that would be a severe issue. As much as I want to have lots of whiskey around me, I already have problems with space. I had to fix that, which was fine. I fixed it. It's good. But also the cost. Just simple. Until I'm raking in that sweet, sweet YouTube ad revenue, I don't have the funds. Unless people give me the funds. Which reminds me. Every time. Oh, wait. First I'll do this one. As a reminder, Adriana's doing a stream this weekend. Most of you know that already. If you don't, now you know. I don't know if it's 9 or 10. I don't know if that changed. But there you go. It'll be fun. I won't be there as a guest. I wasn't invited. But I'm fairly certain she has a lot of other larger YouTuber people who have lots of whiskey to donate and such there instead, which is fine. I will be there as a person watching. Maybe I'll be invited on. I don't think so. Maybe. Who knows? But boom. Bye, Rams thing. But I didn't have an idea, but I don't feel if Wednesday afternoon during one of my many random Wednesday afternoon streams is the best idea. But I'll throw it out there into the void, into the ether. I am considering maybe, possibly, eventually doing sample giveaways. They would be stupid expensive, and I don't know who would want them because it's just stuff from behind me. I think you get to pick. There's 4, and then I would send you my spreadsheet of what I have, and then you just pick 4. The thing is you have to win them, and you have to make a donation to win them. And it's going to be $10 instead of $5 because I don't get any ad revenue. And it was very clear to me. It's like, well, you could do giveaways. It's like, yeah, I could. That'd be time I'd have to actually get it together. Then I'd have to figure out what the shipping is. I can only do it from America because international shipping, no, don't do that. That would be bad if I got caught doing it. Sending samples of mustache oil to people. Anyway, John McKellen, hello. Exactly. I mean, to be perfectly honest, the ad revenue would go to paying for rent and buying food and well, I want to say clothing, but honestly, I don't need more clothes. Maybe socks, that kind of thing. But yeah, long-term goal, and I mean so long-term goal is to get the 1,000 subs and get some ad revenue and get super chats, so I can actually do the sample giveaway stuff easier. But I have to wait until I have a crowd of 50 people. No, I'll probably wait until 10 people are in the chat and be like, hey, if you're in America and you want to donate $10 to the channel, you get entered into a drawing for some samples of my beard oil, mustache oil. I have a bunch of them right here. They have really weird names. This one's named Elijah Craig. This one was named Makers 46. This one is named Eagle Rare. These are not the ones I'm giving to anyone, by the way. And this one is Weller SR, which means Special Reserve, I think. And these are actually for a friend of mine. This is a test run. My friend has a mild interest in whiskey, and I hope to cause him considerable financial problems by luring him into the whiskey enjoyment world, which is probably not the best idea because he's a fairly new father kind of thing. But, if there's any time you would need a drink, it's if you're a new father, sort of. Not in excess, obviously. I've talked about that before. Well, I will get, it's been 5 minutes already. Holy shit. We'll get on with what we're drinking this evening. And by we, I mean I. I don't know why I'm talking in third person. It's a little strange. It was also very weird to fill these up. I did this today. And all I could think about is I can't spill this on my fingers because I want to lick it off. And I'm not supposed to do that this week. I didn't. I spilled a little, but I also have a paper towel here, so it's fine. But I didn't get it in my hand. Maybe a little bit. But nothing worth licking off if you are not completely grossed out by the idea of looking at fingers in 2021. You should be. There's disease everywhere. What did you do? What did you do? It's not for the drawing. I'm not doing one right now. Ooh, my live stream Instagram thing is almost counting down. I need to figure out if you sent something. I'm assuming you did. It doesn't tell me. That's the problem. I did talk to Trev, the bourbon wrench, about how he does his giveaways, and he gave me a clue. It's still going to be a little rough. It won't be rough initially because freaking the amount of people I have in here is not overwhelming. If I ever get to the point where there's more than 50 people in here trying to do donations, that is when I will get a little, especially without mods. That could be a problem. Mods who know what they're doing, more importantly. Like I'd have to drag Adrian in here or Amy Boehm or the bourbon wrench himself, but he's got his own life. Why bother him? But I was talking about the drink I'm going to have. So this is it. This is it. Look at that. It's beautiful. Doesn't it make you want to scratch your mana? Makes me want to scratch my mana. I got so much mana right now. It's in this can. And I guess that's something they say in Hawaii. It's a thing. I'm not just being weird and saying weird stuff this time. It's got 160 milligrams of natural caffeine. I can only wonder where natural caffeine comes from. Contains no fruit juice. What am I drinking exactly? Because I don't know. Aminos, camu, 100% DV, vitamin C, D and B vitamins, antioxidants, electrolytes. Oh, if this tastes like Monster Energy drink, I'm going to be very upset. Not that I hate Monster Energy drink, but it's not something I'd buy ever. I've had it. It was, mistakes were made. Sugars. Here's the key. Sugars. Total sugars, 23 grams. Includes 22 grams of added sugars. When did that become a thing? Does anyone know? Does anyone know when they decided to say total sugars and then includes added sugars? Why don't they just tell us how much all of it is at once? I don't understand that. Minor beef. Oh, look at that. You send me money, I thank you. You didn't keep a comment. Oh, there we go. No, that's Sir TZ. Thank you, sir. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Maybe I'll buy some Taco Bell. That's a bad idea. I shouldn't do that. It'll go towards another bottle. How's that? Or possibly paying for food, like I said. Do it. Do your thing. Go be a boss. Enjoy that being over, I suppose. Come and see us sometime, and thank you for the donation, man. It's awesome. I love donations. I will never get sick of donations. But here we go. I'm thirsty, actually. I just want to drink this. This says it's naturally flavored original. There were other flavors there, but I wanted to start at least with the original to realize if I liked it or hated it. Oh, and this is sponsored by something. The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, somehow is involved in making this stuff. What's really terrible is I saw this and I thought to myself, hey, you know what? That might go really well with his tequila. Dry week. It's okay. It's only noticeable when I realize how often I drink alcohol casually. So you go to a restaurant, you have a drink. You go to a bar, sit down, have a drink. You go to here in my apartment, have a drink. So it becomes apparent to me how often I have a drink. Not the excess stuff, but just in general, having one. David Geschke. I hope I'm saying it right. Hi. Beware the Zoa. This is going to be very loud, and I apologize, but that's what you're here for, is loud noises, right? I am thirsty, though. That's really weirding me out. That is not what I expected. What is that? That is both familiar and strange at the same time. Oh, and David Greschke. David. We were just talking, I was just talking to myself probably, about possible of doing sample giveaways at some point. I'm slowly learning the tricks in the process. It would be an obscene amount of money per raffle thing for this mustache oil I have. But we'll see. Still thought it's mulling around in my head. That usually excites people. It gets them to show up. They like throwing money at you when you're giving them something. I wish I had super chats. I do not. Yeah, US only, unfortunately. I don't want to break any international laws by sending people mustache oil. Sponsored by? No, I wish. I don't know what that is. I know this is kind of a joke, like me drinking some random energy drink by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson called Zoa. But there's a smell in this, a very powerful smell. It does kind of smell like Monster Energy drink, just a little bit. I have a feeling it's just an energy drink thing with me. I bet. I mean, it's a great idea. I mean, look at this. If I've done the math before, I could not drink all of this. Well, I could, actually. That was the whole experiment. I could drink all of, well, that was also a while ago, so it's changed. But it would take me months and months of, and we're talking months, I think. Oh, God, I don't remember how. Okay, anyway, it'll take a long time for me to drink all of this, is the point. Impossibly long. So it seems apparent that I should try to share it with people who both enjoy my content and love hearing my opinions on random things and like watching me drink Zoa, apparently. Right? It's not my usual go-to, but since this is a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson inspired thing, I thought I'd give it a shot, but there's something extremely strange about the smell of this. There's something medicinal. I want to say cough drop-ish. Again, this is a joke. It's dry week. This is supposed to be a bit of a joke that I'm trying to analyze an energy drink smell and taste, but there is actually a medicinal weirdness to it, and I can't pretend there isn't. Yeah, what are the ingredients? Good question. Supposedly it's all natural. It's mostly sugar, is what I just found out. Tell me things can. Tell me the wisdom. Nah, it's all silvery. It's going to be hard to read. Yeah, it's 44% sugar. It's, just so we're clear. It has vitamins in it. Ingredients: carbonated water, sugar. It's mostly sugar. Citric acid, natural flavors, sodium citrate, amino acids, L-lectrin, valine. There's a lot of weird names in this. For something that's supposed to be all natural, I don't know what most of these are. I think a lot of them are preservatives or citric-y things. I don't know how to say these. Okay, I'll try. It's content. Sodium citrate amino acids, L-leuguine, valine, L-isosilene, L-glutamine, L-arginine, L-citrinine, potassium citrate, vitamin, ascorbic acid, see, I shouldn't have read this. Now I'm getting concerned. Nancinamide, calcium panthenate, peroxidide. I can't even. This is going to take a while. Was that hydrochloride? I have a feeling that's something they put in pools. Maybe it's chlorine. Thiamine, hydrochloride, riboflavin. Ooh, that sounds familiar. Folic acid. Solicaferol. Cyanocalabin. This should be a thing in itself. Try to read off the ingredients of this. I don't know how to say most of these. Beta carotene. Ooh. Beta carotene color. Stevia. Oh. Stevia extract. Natural caffeine. Still not sure what that is. Magnesium lactate. Green tea extract. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. Alkaline juice powder. Chlorine bitterate. Camu extract. Turmeric extract. Okay, so other than the middle part, I recognize a few of those. Holy shit. I don't want to pour it into a Glencairn. I'm scared. I don't want to mess up the Glencairn. Yeah, well, it's mostly sugar, like I said. But the tea thing, I think it's a green tea. Hold on. That's probably what that weird smell is, or at least part of it. I'm not a huge fan of green tea. Only had it a few times, mind you, but thus far, not a huge fan. And it's the green tea extract. So, blah. Yeah, it's got, other than it being medicinal and reminding me of Monster energy drinks, I didn't expect that. I know it is an energy drink, but I expected something all natural. Not to smell like the freaking chemical stuff, but apparently it's got a weird shit in it as well. Right? Right? It's whatever. I'm gonna take a sip now. I'm thirsty. I'm actually thirsty, so. Well, that was pleasant. Sugary and a little drying, which is a bit bizarre. But it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste like much of anything, honestly. And it's original flavors. So I'm going to have to try all of the flavors just to be sure. It's not fizzy. That's the weird part. That's what's actually weirding me out. Is I'm so used to, you open a can and then you expect fizzy soda stuff. That is not the case. It's got a little bit of bubbliness to it, but that's it. That's low. I'm trying to make sense of what's going on here. Well, it feels about like soda. Your whole mouth suddenly has a film thing. But as far as the taste goes, it's brief. It's kind of a brief sweetness, and that's kind of gone. But it's not bad. I mean, as far as energy drinks go, I was expecting something a lot more overwhelming and a lot more bubbly. I could see myself drinking this if I needed to. The smell is still putting me off a little bit. I don't know what it is exactly. It's not that high. I mean, considering the amount of caffeine I consume on a daily basis, which is, you know, a big old cup of coffee or some kind of espresso thing. I've been drinking a lot of cold brew lately, actually. I don't know how much caffeine is in cold brew, but I say about 2 shots of espresso is my daily starter. Where did it go? It's on here. I know it is. Tell me your secrets. Oh, wait, it's right on the front, isn't it? Isn't it? Maybe not. 160 milligrams natural caffeine. Natural. Yeah, it's not bad. I actually like it. It's not... I'm having trouble deducing what the taste is exactly, but it's very brief. It definitely sticks to your mouth. It's, I can feel it on my teeth kind of thing. Which isn't good because I have teeth issues as it is, especially with 44% sugared beverages. Dry week. Although it is a little drying. I have a feeling that's kind of the main thing for it is you drink some, it's like, oh, this isn't bad. And then immediately you're like, I'm thirsty again. Have another. I do want to try the other flavors now, but again, the smell of it was very medicinal / cough drop-ish. Or maybe it was some kind of green tea thing, because I don't particularly like green tea. As far as the taste goes, it's fine. This has been my review of Zoa energy drink. I like it has a lot of vitamin C. I don't get enough vitamin C, apparently. I can't even tell what color it is. That's the other thing. I should put it in a glass just to see. I'll have to go away from the keyboard for a second. But with that in mind, I can do a thing. So the other thing that is going on this evening, right now, is I finally picked a bottle for a bottle fund. That $20 that was donated earlier, I should have said how much it was. That doesn't matter. That cost $20 is already going towards it, and it's a $65 bottle. I didn't actually put that in the thing below because I didn't think about it, but I will show you which bottle it is while I go AFK briefly to get a glass so I can see what color this crap is. There we go. Oh yeah. I'm okay. It's like I was never gone, right? All right. I decided I would use my Johnny Walker glasses because you can't see. Well, can you see? I can't see. There's a Johnny Walker guy in there. See, he's walking. Look at him walk. I need to re-review. I need to try Johnny Walker Black again because it's actually been quite a while since I've had it, and that was actually one of the scotches that got me into whiskey. Not got me into whiskey. It's one of the first ones I remember trying because it was pretty sweet and sugary. From what I remember, it was good. I like sugary stuff, unfortunately. Probably why I like this. Unsurprising. I was tempted, but no. I do not want to mess up on my Glencairns when I'm so close to Friday and so close to having whiskey again. I'm going to move my phone because I really don't know what that stuff's going to do to it if it actually gets on there. So there's that. God damn it. I was also testing out my label maker because I got one. Look at this thing. It's a beast. And I bought it specifically. Well, not specifically, but I bought it ages ago. Forgot I had it. And now I'm making labels with it. I'm putting it to good use, as they say. All right, here we go. Pouring this stuff in a glass. Looks like Mountain Dew. Almost. It is a little fizzy. A little bit. I don't want to say it looks like piss, but oh, that smell just got worse by pouring it. There you go. What color would you say that is? Yellow? Golden? This is a strange looking whiskey, and I poured a lot of it. Oh well, I'll just have to drink it all. Again, it's not bad. I do like it. I'm tempted to try all the other ones. And I know I can get them now. That was the other thing. Yes. Well, I don't work 16-hour days because, well, that would be a great way to trigger a panic attack for me. So I don't do that anymore. But yes, I drink a lot of coffee, espresso, cold brew, that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah. Super posh. I think I got, you know what I got them with? Oh, how long ago was this? Son of a bitch. It must have been over 2 years ago, maybe 3. Huh. But whenever December rolls around, you see those fancy gift pack things. So I'm certain I saw a Johnny Walker bottle with these 2 glassware things. And I remember the reason I bought it was because the price of the gift thing was the same price as a bottle of Johnny Walker. So I said, well, fuck it. I'll just buy that. I get 2 new glasses. I do like them. They're nice glasses. They got the little walking man on them. I love that logo. Who doesn't like that logo? Someone doesn't. I mean, I said I wouldn't call it that. But stop. I'm drinking it. God. Probably shouldn't have poured it in a glass. It does still have that medicinal thing. It's weirding me out. What's really funny is it's almost a golden Irish whiskey color. Or, as they say, it's piss color. Yeah. That was the selling point for me. It's December, gifty stuff. I was going to buy a Johnny Walker anyway, most likely. Same price to get 2 glasses. Why the hell not? Ugh, what else do I have that I did that with? Jameson? Maybe. We shall see. I'll do it. I like Irish whiskey. They all do. I have a feeling most. Like, here's the thing: they put it in a giant can specifically so you can't see what color it is. They just want you to drink it out of the can, and that's it. You're never supposed to know what it looks like. In this case, however, it's yellowish, we'll say. It does have a weird smell. I still can't place it. And all I can see, I'm getting all the, medicinal or it still feels so weird. But it's Try Week, and it's funny, and I wanted to try it, so it all works out just fine. It's reminding me of something. That's what's bothering me. And I don't know if it's a cleaning fluid or a smell of the hospital. Or maybe it's just a green tea thing that I've long forgotten because I don't like green tea in general. And I said earlier, cough drop or almost cough syrup-ish. I've never had that, whatever that is. But some kind of medicinal weirdness. Exactly what? I don't know. As I said, it's not a terrible drink. Out of the can is probably the best way to drink it, so you don't have to see it. But I can see myself drinking one of these if I was feeling like crap. I needed a little boost. That was the other thing. I realized I was going to do a stream, and my body was going, stop it. Don't. Just cancel. Like, man, I need something to do. It's Try Week, man. I got to get through. It's starting to itch. It's just fine. I'm fine. I don't need the stuff. I just want it. Not the case. Ow. Well, I did find it real weird, however, to pour whiskey into these samples. Because part of my brain is going, you're just looking for an excuse to pour whiskey, right? I'm like, shut up. I'm sending it to a friend of mine. I've been meaning to do it for months. Actual months. That's why I'm terrified of doing actual giveaway stuff. And by the way, I might be doing giveaway stuff if you're just showing up. Because as I mentioned, lots of whiskey and no social life is the nice way to put it. That probably wasn't the nicest way to put it. But anyway, I need to give back to the people. I need to give to the people, and the people need to give me money. But mostly to give to the people. I have to say it, though. I don't have to, but I'm probably, as far as having a YouTube channel goes, I probably shouldn't say my actual circumstances because people just don't give a shit. They just don't. As soon as they find out you're not in the best position you could be, they don't care. They're like, entertain me, monkey. Don't tell me about your life. And having said that, you may want to watch the video I posted today. I might post more of those if I can actually get myself to focus long enough to do it. It's a little bit about mental illness stuff and just how I don't function on a daily basis, which is why I don't work, which is why I don't have income, which is why I do this. Lucky you. Also, so much whiskey. I do want to share the whiskey I have. That's the thing. I feel grateful that people actually send me samples and donations and stuff. So I want to reciprocate. That's a good word. Reciprocate. But only for money. Really, that's just to cover the cost of shipping. And it's a neat idea. I know Drums and Drams. Yeah, Drums and Drams is something like that. I was thinking of doing, but realized it would be just as complicated. That's something I might try. But really, I have to find a reason to do it. Like, see, wait, can you see it? You can. See this vial, this glass vial? But you can't reach. Oh, please. So this thing. It's pretty much a glass flask. But it's got this nice little topper, right? No air in, no air out. Yeah? Yeah. And the thought occurred to me, well, what if I made some kind of weird blend? People do that. Whiskey tubers do that. Drums and Drams did it, where people would donate like $10. And I have to find out. I have to talk to him, actually, and figure out exactly what he did, because I've already forgotten. But people would send in money, and they could get like an ounce put in here. I'd only be able to do a few, because this thing is, what, 24 ounce? Not even. 18? This is from Italy. That makes it a little weird. I have no idea how many ounces this is. I can't read the bottom. It's all glassy and hard to read. There we go. Nope, that doesn't help. 25, 225. Is that a 2? I'm getting distracted. Anyway, the idea would be people would donate to get the option to put some whiskey in here as a blend experiment. And though part of me just wants to say like one specific thing, I think I would clump in together bourbons and ryes and American whiskey. But part of me just wants to say, fuck it, anything I have, which could be Irish, Japanese, bourbon, rye, Scotch. I happen to have a lot of Isla Scotches, which would ruin anything. But I think it would be funny. It might be a huge waste, though. I don't want to do that. I don't want to just make a blend and just fuck it up. So I might have to stick with certain categories. That could have hurt a lot. Because the idea is to make something interesting, not to make something that's just not good. Something like that. Because he was doing some kind of infinity bottle thing. I would certainly make a Scotch one of those, because I have numerous Scotches in here. If you can't tell, believe it or not, like everything on this top shelf back. Hang on, I don't want to be a liar. But most of them are Scotch, I gotta say. Yes. Excludes that is, I mean, Isla. Isla. Yes, let's not go down that scary road. But Isla, yes. I would probably have to exclude it from, I would have to do it in categories. That's just the more sensible thing to do. I wouldn't be able to do Japanese as a category, which is unfortunate because I only have 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 Japanese whiskeys. And that would not fill up that bottle. But again, an idea I'm messing with because I liked it from Drums and Drams perspective. Just people donate to add a certain amount to the bottle just to see what happens. What he did, however, which is also neat, was the person who donated would get a sample of it, which is incentive for them not to fuck it up. I like that thought. But again, I'd have to do more. I'm uncomfortably aware of the fact that everything super chat / mega chat, whatever the heck it's called when you're not using super chats, actually, would be more. So instead of like for the possible donation thing, I'm not doing one now. For those of you just showing up, I am mulling over doing one, and I'm testing it out with some of these, sending them to a friend of mine, see if they survive. But I'm also considering doing sample giveaways at some point. But it would be quite a lot more than most Whiskey Tube people do. It would be $10 instead of $5. And for that Philip thing, I guess I should say 15 or 20. I don't want to, but as far as the cost things to me, where other people who have a regular income, they can offset the cost with the donation. For me, not so much. The donation has to cover the costs. Thankfully, the glassware is free. Like these are just because I've been getting samples from other people. I wash them out and I reuse them. Don't worry, they're clean. Relax. And then I got the tape thing, which I've had. I've had this for a while. I had to go get batteries, believe it or not. It takes 4 AA batteries. It's crazy. And I don't know how to use it exactly very well yet, but I just tested it out today, and it seems to work fine. In the process of doing things. Once I can get a system down for samples, that'll be great. But until that time, it's not a thing yet. Just regular donations for the bottle fund, which I already forgot about because that's my brain. That's how it works. I didn't put the thing back. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? For those just driving, the bottle fund is going to be this. Oben 14 because I like it. And I haven't actually reviewed it officially because the bottle is $65. But we already got it down to what? $45? $45 left to go. No problem. Another couple weeks it'll be done. No worries. And hopefully I have guests for Friday. I haven't double checked that. But stay tuned. And I mean, by that I mean come back on Friday. Hopefully I will have a guest or two. Also not sure about it, so we'll see. Putting it out there. Feels like a mistake every time I do that. No promises. 0 promises, but maybe possibly this Friday, someone will be visiting, or some ones will be visiting. We'll see. Oh gosh, I forgot where chat is. There we go. My handwriting is atrocious. That's the only reason I'm not going to write on anything, because it is. If you've ever seen kindergartners try learning to like write, that's me, except it's cursive, so it's even worse. If I ever start like signing my signature and anything, I don't think that'll ever happen, but you will see that's how horrible my signature is. Right? Here you go, Sonny. Colored dot stickers. I thought of different ways to do it, believe me. The one that did stick out was putting colored dots on the top and then just sending a piece of paper along with it that had the info on it. But I have this. I bought this in 2019. You know why? The reason I bought this was so I could put my name on my water bottle for my spin class. That was its sole purpose. And then I realized I still had it. I had never used it. I figured I might as well put it to good use, right? I could do the dots, but either way, there'd be a cost. I'd either have to pay for the stickers or I already have this damn thing. So might as well use it. Putting it to good use, trying to get my life together and get people to drink my whiskey because I have quite a bit. I can't just give it to my dad and my brother and my friend. I have to try to branch out and also somehow get more subscribers. Yay. Tell your friends. Tell them to subscribe. Don't tell them why. Just tell them to do it. Oh, give it to me. No. Hey, Mom. Hello. She does what? You mean the Jack Daniels? Why hasn't he drank it all? She has been gone for many years, mother. I'll gladly take it if he doesn't drink it. And considering how long it's been, that concerns me a little bit. And also, it might just be Jack Daniels because it's all I remember her drinking ever. Although he might not be allowed to drink anymore. I have no idea. You let me know through Facebook, Ma. And also, should we meet for breakfast tomorrow? I still have that appointment. But after that, breakfast. Maybe. I don't like having appointments, I gotta say. Especially in the morning. Because that just freaks me out. Oh, new subscriber. Thank you, new subscriber, if you're here. You are. Andrew Single. Hi, thank you. Appreciate it. And welcome to the show, whatever the show is. Say hi to Mom. She's here. Hi, Mom. Oh. That's what I figured. I mean, I'll take it, but I can guarantee unless that bottle is unopened and full, it is probably oxidized quite a bit. But I don't know. It's a screw cap in all likelihood, so we'll see. Yes, Mama KillCo. We still have to figure out how to change your name. So it says Mama KillCo instead of your actual name. Well, your married name, I guess I should say. I can't see now. For those of you just showing up, I'm drinking Zola, which is an energy drink sponsored by, whatever. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, if you've ever heard of him. I hear he's a guy who does some stuff. He lifts the heavy things, I believe. He's very good at it, from what I'm told. But since I'm doing a dry week, as the thing says, the thumbnail, god damn it, just messed everything up. My thumbnail says it's dry week because once a quarter, so 4 times a year, I take a break because the Whiskey Tribe, this is the shirt I'm wearing, says Whiskey Tribe on the bottom. I can't even read that. I'm sure it says that, but they take a week off from alcohol to make sure nothing's going wrong. And I feel absolutely certain, and also I'm not sure, that I am probably one of the only Whiskey Tube people who actively just stops. And I tell everyone, it's like, look, I'm not drinking this week, so come on down and we'll talk about how I'm not drinking. But I do think it's important. 1, reset the palate. 2, check myself. There's family history issues of alcohol in my lineage, so to speak. So it doesn't hurt to check. So far, no problem, other than noticing how often I casually drink alcohol. But other than that, no worries. I'm not sitting here staring at it, trying to fight myself, thankfully. Oh man, that sweet Gatorade. My alternative is a mixed drink. Do I have the ingredients? I'll tell you the ingredients. It's on my freaking phone, but I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. Also, donations down there. We have $45 more to go until I can afford to buy an Open 14. If you're interested. If you're interested in watching me open the bottle, and it's not even a first taste video because I've had it many times, but I would certainly love to fawn over a beverage I like. I did it recently with the, where is it? Son of a bitch. No. It's Eagle Rare. Where did it go? This is a first world problem, if ever I've had one. Where did I put that whiskey? I can't find it. I moved it, didn't I? I moved it with the Irish stuff. There it is. I do have some organization, believe it or not. But yes, the Glendale 13 Mizunara finish. Another recent bottle donation, thanks to viewers like you. Amazing, absolutely amazing stuff. I'm so happy to have this bottle. You have no idea. Unless you watch the video, then you have a pretty good idea of how good it was. What'd I say? Calm down, mother. Oop. He is. And I have a video for that. Hold on. Where the hell is it? There we go. Cinco de Mayo. I did a video review. a first taste video. I don't want to say review of his tequila. And believe it or not, I'm convinced that this would go good with this. I don't know if it's a good idea because it's alcohol and energy drink, but what was that drink that people do? What was it called? Ah, crap. What is it? Hold, please. Jaeger bombs. There we go. Cling clang. But Jaeger bombs. Those are a thing. And those required Red Bull, if I remember correctly. Really? That sucks. For me, it's just... Well, for me, it's mostly self-check, to be clear. The palate reset is just a nice bonus. Well, everything moved. Nah. Was it Glendula? No, it was a 14. How, God damn it. 13, sorry. Glendula 13-year-old, and it's finished in Mizunara casks. And it is amazing. And it is expensive. And thankfully, people donated enough for me to get it. So I could actually have a bottle because it is not easy to get. And I have a feeling / rumor / fear that it will be discontinued soon. So if you can find one and get one, do it. And give it to me. No, and drink the whole thing. But that's just a rumor. I have no confirmed info on this going away. If it does, I'm sad. But that just means they're going to make more later, I hope. Because it is 13 years. It's not, if they run out of that kind of time frame, there's not a lot they can do other than say, we got to stop. Also, Mizunara barrels are kind of hard to come by because of what they are. Japanese oak. I don't know if I've had the 13. I don't even know if I've had anything else from them. I probably have. But maybe at like a sampling event. Maybe. That's the trouble with going to whiskey sampling events. Back in 2019, when I did that, you can try a bunch of stuff and have no idea you did or what you tried because you can't remember. Brian O'Driscoll. Driscoll? Who invested in the distillery. The only rugby club he played for was Leinster, playing blue, and wore the number 13. Well, son of a gun. I like the story. Well, I don't remember the story very well, but the fact that they have that guy doing this, he looks like Jeebus, except he isn't. There's a story behind that. I'd like to tell you what it is, but I'm not sure. So give it a look. I have a feeling it'd be on the Glendula page. I can feel the caffeine working, by the way. It's great. Oh, yeah, else is stuff. You know what? You should definitely drink this cold. It's starting to get warm, and it's not helping. Only a little bit, but it's not great. It's leaving it's a film on my tongue, and I'm not a fan. So we'll just have to chug it. Gulp. And if you're wondering and just joining, I am drinking something called Zoa, sponsored by Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You may have heard of him. It's his energy drink thing, and it's not bad, but I want to try the other flavors, to say the least. Would I buy this again on purpose? Unlikely, because it's a carbonated, sugary beverage, and let's just say I have history with those kind of things, and it is not great. I drank way too much Mountain Dew as a kid. Yeah, I always thought it looked like the giant statue that you're talking about, I think. I got to check now. I just know it's a big statue of Ajibis, and he's like that. And he's pointing at a town, I think. I really don't know. Never been, because it's a far away place. It's very possible. There's someone out there doing it right now, and they feel like they're ahead of the game in all likelihood. Also, because it's still floating around my brain, if you haven't watched the Netflix thing Inside, it's both hilarious and depressing, and also I related way too hard to that special because of my own mental health experience with the past year. It's improved a little in the past, well, actually more than 6 months. God, time is going by too fast. But about, hold on. I'm not sure when things started to get better. I'll just say the end of the year. 2020 ending was probably a bonus. And then 2021 starting and things getting slightly better overall. It was probably when I started to feel a little better. Still not comfortable going out. Still wearing a mask everywhere I go, even though technically I don't have to as of 4 hours ago. 5 hours ago, basically. As of 5 hours ago, it's been the final 2 weeks from my last jab in the arm. So I'm good. I can go anywhere and not wear a mask. I'm not going to do that, but I can. My brain is telling me until all the people who work in the food industry, fast food, restaurant, waiters and waitresses, people at retail, once they do not have to wear masks anymore, I might stop wearing mine. But that's where my head is at, because I don't trust anything, ever. Oh, I wanted to check what that thing was you mentioned. Good night, David. Have a good sleep. It's being delayed, but hold on. Wait for it. Yes. Go sleep. You have a nice nap. Wake up tomorrow, feel better. It'd be lovely. And thank you for stopping by. I always love to see, it's always a pleasure to see people from the other side of the water. That's one of the reasons I like having this time frame, so I can get people from a different place rather than just all the frickin' Americans, because, we're Americans. It's probably the nicest way I can put that. Oh, God. Yeah, that. So you probably weren't here for my experience, but the day, I'll tell you the time. This is the time frame. I got the second injection right here on, was it a Wednesday or a Thursday? Doesn't matter. It was at 2 p.m. I think it was Wednesday. I'm almost certain it was. So 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. I felt fine for most of that day. I was like, oh, no big deal. I'm gonna be fine. No side effects, no nothing. At exactly 2 a.m., the exact time I was going to bed, mind you, is when my body started to do things that I wasn't fully aware of yet as I was going to bed. And that is probably one of the worst night's sleep I have had in a long time. And I say that having weird issues with sleeping in general because mental health problems. Just so you know. Stay calm, don't panic. But my mental health screws up my sleep a lot. And that was absolutely one of the worst nights I've had in so long, where I had chills, body aches. I knew I wasn't cold, but I felt cold. I had giant blankets on me. I could tell I was hot because I was sweating, but I still felt cold. Oh, God, it was awful. What else? Oh, yeah, getting out of bed was awful because I was chilled. That's a weird experience, but I probably had a temperature. And the next day I felt like shit, of course. And I think it finally got a little bit more tolerable by 2 p.m. the next day. So, 24-hour period. And then I started to recover, fine, thankfully. But my body was not happy at all. Ah. There you go. I got the, which one did I get? Holy shit. I should know that offhand. Yeah, I don't know. It was one of the two that are popular. Well, that's good. Take all the rest you can. That's what I have to say, because Oh, my experience was pretty terrible, but I'm glad I got it done. I think it was Moderna. I think I got the double jab of the Moderna. I actually sent my brother a text because his girlfriend was giving out vaccines for a bit, and she had asked me, you were there, when we all went out to eat, when all of you were vaccinated and I wasn't. That was kind of the weird feeling, but I wasn't completely vaccinated. I have a song stuck in my head. Damn it, I swore I sent him the thing. Yeah, Moderna. So I'll just have to remember to say M Moderna. But Andrew, I hope you feel better. It'll pass, thankfully, but good God, do I remember that feeling. That's probably one of the worst. I haven't felt that physically bad in quite a while, thankfully, but whew. And yes, drink plenty of water. Have an energy drink. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just have some water and rest and stay comfy and cozy, and that's all I can suggest. There's nothing in this. There's nothing in that. So phase 2 of this 2-hour-long whatever is going to be a treat, sort of. I want to say this is the first taste of something. It isn't, technically. But I saw these when I went to get the Zoa. I got it at CVS. If any of you want to go pick up one for yourself and see how weird an experience it is, maybe try the other flavors. Oh, if only The Rock was paying me to do this, because he has lots of money and I do not. But he isn't. Someday. No, that won't happen. Don't do that. I mean, you could, but I don't recommend it. If you feel like shit now, you're not going to, alcohol will not help you at all. I think for those 2 days, I didn't drink anything. I felt that miserable. Like the thought of alcohol was just like, nope, not going to do it. Not going to do it. But the special for the next hour, I'm not going to continue to eat stuff, but this is a new one. Eating things like the Try Channel. It's a YouTube thing. It's hilarious. But thankfully, it's me in charge. So I'm not going to eat anything disgusting. And I apologize in advance for all the crinkly noises you're about to hear. So, anyone ever heard of Takis? Taki chips. Now, I've had the Takis before, but I saw these and was immediately a dumb American who was like, oh my gosh, they're chip flavored. So I've had Takis before. They're amazing. But I thought it would also be funny. One, I like Ruffles. Those are basically Ruffles chips. And that was it. And they saw Ruffle chip shaped and Takis, and that was it. That's all it took. And what's weird, I realized they have the A upside down. It says waves, but the A is flipped for some reason. That's a little odd. Whatever. I'm going to eat some of these in a minute or 2 or 4 or 5 because reasons. I have no idea. I don't even know what I said. Welcome to my brain. I said something a minute ago. It's gone now. It's forever to be recorded in video. It was probably, no. You're not going to do it. That sounds like it. But I do remember that guy. Don't worry. And I'm 40, so I'm definitely old enough, I think. Maybe. Fuego. Yes. I like spicy stuff, by the way. In case you didn't know. Not too spicy. Do not send me anything super spicy. I will not enjoy it. I have gone, my extent of spicy is having all the spice range at Buffalo Wild Wings. That's it. Fuego does mean fire, I believe. I'm going to check Google. Does fuego mean fire? It either means fire or hot. Yes, fire. But us Americans say fuego because we're, Americans. Fuego. You have to say it very quickly, apparently. But But yes, it means fire. We're in hour 2 of our bottle fun / not drinking stream. And for those of you just tuning in, please tune in on Friday, same bat time, same bat station, 6 p.m. Eastern time. I will be having guests, I hope. But we'll see. If you tune in on Friday and have no guests, well, something happened. Hopefully that will not be the case. I actually get, and I hate saying this. I don't hate saying it. I don't, words, hold on. It's unfortunate that this is true. There we go. But I get anxiety dreams, which sucks. And whenever I have a guest that's supposed to come on, I get anxiety dreams leading up to, it's been the past week or so, I've had at least 1 or 2 about this. For no reason other than my brain is the way it is. Yay. What? And what's really bad is they don't go away until it's over. Up until probably 2 weeks in advance of it actually having a guest, I will have anxiety dreams about it happening. Or not happening. That's how it goes. It's probably not happening. That's worse. God. Okay. Not the worst thing I've ever drank. But good God. It leaves a film in your mouth. Much like soda. And I should also point out a lot of weird stuff on the ingredients. You can go back to early in the episode here and check for yourself. But also it's 44% sugar. So keep that in mind. You're basically drinking a soda. A caffeinated soda. Which is just soda, technically. Hell, this probably has more caffeine than soda does, for all I know. Oh, yeah, water's the best. Well, I could, but I'm very, what do I call it? I can't just bring people on a stream. That does that, where I get all tense and twitchy. Other people do that. I know Scotch Down Under does that all the time. I know. Does Whiskey Nose do that? I feel like he does. And also Cheech's channel, which I can't remember now because I'm a terrible person. Whiskey Encore. There we go. Ha! Figured it out. But there are plenty of other channels that invite guests on that are just viewers, invite viewers on. I can't do that. That just tweaks me out. I have to have it all organized and planned and situated. Hopefully I'll get to meet a bunch of people face to face eventually. I might be doing something this weekend. We'll see. No. That would be weird. Wow, that would be really weird. Hold on. Yes, I am 40 years old. And I will be turning 41 in about 2 weeks. Probably less than that. Hold, please. Damn it, phone. Wake up. There we go. I still have that song stuck in my head. I have too many songs stuck in my head. Oh, God. 1, 2, 3 weeks. No pressure. Exactly 3 weeks. That's what's bothering me. So, yeah. I'm older than I look. Yay. The receding hairline is a giveaway, just so you know. That'll tell you everything. Everything. Runs in the family. Lucky me. But I have realized, thankfully, God damn it, thankfully, I am not getting as gray as some other 40 years old, but give it time. I have plenty of anxiety issues, so that'll probably catch up with me eventually. What's nice is, well, no, I've been carded too, but that's silly. I think that's just because I'm wearing a mask most of the time these days. Mom was there. I got carded at a bar? No, restaurant. I got carded. That was hilarious. Like here. The scary part is, some of you may have realized, I'm sure you have, if you get carded and you're my age-ish, it takes less than a second or two for them to actually check, because all they have to see is the 19 in front of your birth year. Think about it. For me, it was 1980. And anyone who's born in 2000, like exactly, in 2000 is now 21. So they only really have to pay attention if it's got a 2 at the start. Anything else, you're too old. Doesn't matter. It's disturbing. Yeah, well, I'm okay with it. But caveat: age is just a number, man. As much as I like to think I look younger than I am, that's a stigma in this country. Actually, I think it's a stigma everywhere. Looking younger is better than looking older, supposedly. So I get it, but really it shouldn't matter as much what your age is, except for some things. Clearly, some things. But for the most part, if you're over 18, I guess, whatever. And I know there are people who are 18 who look like they're 40. So I'm going off track here. I'm going over an example in my head where I don't know how I do this. My brain just goes to weird places. But it's that thing you do, kind of like what just happened, which was good. Because again, I am 40. And it would be nice if I actually was 20 something, but I'm not. But that kind of shit happens a lot with women. And that always feels a little weird to me. With guys, not so much, because guys can vary. Like if someone said I was 30 something, I'd be like, yeah, probably. 20 something, surprising, but awesome at the same time. And I feel like it's a weirder thing with women for some reason. Like when a woman clearly looks like they're 20 something, and then a guy says, oh man, I didn't even think you were 8. I thought you were 18, like that. Gah. I hope you understand what I'm trying to make a point of, I think. That stuff just tweaks my brain. As far as me being 40 and looking younger, that's awesome to me. Do I believe it? No. But it's nice that it was said. I don't believe lots of things. It's all right. So thank you for the compliment. I'm sure that's what you meant it to be. It'd be so weird if I was 20 and doing this. If I had this much alcohol when I was 20, I would say I had a problem. But also, I have to keep in mind that Adriana, Shayla, wow, my brain. I think Drums and Drams, or what's his actual name? Holy crap, where'd it go? Son of a Basket. I can see his name, but I can't read it, apparently. Yeah, refined. Younger, you have a problem. Whoa, everything moved. Right? One, you can't afford it. Like, I remember at 20, I couldn't afford anything. I bought a bunch of shit I shouldn't. That's why massive debt that I have now. Debt. I have lots of debt. And it's from 20 years ago, so there's that. Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. 20 years old, having this much whiskey, that's a problem. In the fact that how the hell do you have that much money to spend on just whiskey? Where would you put it? In your dorm? I mean, wow. So many problems there. I'm going off into other categories in my brain. It's like I'm thinking about being that age, having that kind of, what's the word? Nope, that's not it. What's the word for money you can just spend? Because I don't know what that is, apparently. No, I forgot the word. I'll stop thinking about it. Right? That'd be awful. I'm getting to it, Ma. They're gonna taste. I'm not gonna be surprised by them because I've had Takis before. The only funny thing about them is they're chip shaped. Normally they're not. Normally they're How do I explain this? Have you ever seen a Dorito? Imagine a Dorito that has been rolled up on itself. So it's just a rolled up Dorito. That's what Takis are. No. I know it's something. I've heard the term before, but I can't think of it. I want to say spending money. That's not right. It's close. Whatever. Most people at 20 don't have money to spend on a collection of whiskey. They don't even have enough for an apartment, let alone anything else in this day and age. Back in my day, I don't know, actually. Mom knows this. I didn't get out of the house until I was 26, 27, maybe. And I will have to say that when I actually first started living here, same place, nothing's changed, I was paying probably $150 less than I'm paying now. Maybe close to $175. I've been here for 10 years, mind you, but still, the increase in price is a little stupid. Disposable income, that's what it was. Disposable income. Where you have money you can just spend on whatever. I've never had that. James Morgan, hi. Cameron. He said Cam, but yes, Cameron is the name. Is it Cameron? Drums and Drams? I feel like it is. But he's a young buck, as it were. He's like 28, maybe 30. I have no idea. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I would get when I was 21. Goldschlager, because we had the cool Fireball, apparently. Southern Comfort. I cannot drink Southern Comfort, and I won't. Ever again. 100 proof SoCo, actually, now I think about it. We got 100 proof SoCo and we drank that garbage. And I got very sick off of it once, I think, and never again. Ever, ever, ever. Ever. So those were the two that come to mind immediately. Vodka, because vodka. There was some kind of raspberry vodka I used to drink. I'd add it in Mountain Dew, because that shows how mature I was back then. Dog? It's not my dog, but it's a dog next door. He's being a pain. Blech. I drank too much. I was doing a thing you shouldn't do. So I have an email account that I've had since I was 18, maybe younger. And I was going through old emails that for whatever reason I archived. And it was not good. It was a lot of bad memories. And blatantly obvious problems with me back then. It was like mental illness issues, undiagnosed mental illness issues, unmedicated. Granted, I still am not a huge fan of medication, but it seems to be working okay at the moment. But it also took 10 years to get to this point. I can even show you the pills I have right here. These were highlighted in my recent video, which is 3 minutes long-ish. So I have to take, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 officially. Six. Wait, 6. 6 pills every day. 3 in the morning and 3 in the evening. Just to function. I know that's kind of a thing as you get older. You start having to take more and more pills, but I'm 40. I don't want to take a bunch of pills every day, but if I don't, things don't go well for me. I cannot accurately describe what depression is like, but let's just say it is not pleasant. The only example I have in my head that's close, that most people can relate to, is if you've ever actually been physically ill to the point where you can't really get out of bed. Like you go to bed to the bathroom. That's all you can handle. Not necessarily getting physically sick, but that's all you can manage is being in bed, asleep, not wanting to do anything, and going to the restroom because you have to go to the restroom. That's it. That is depression, except there's no actual physical sickness. The feeling of being in bed and not wanting to do anything, that's all encompassing. And you might as well be physically ill because you're not functional. It's great. And by that, I mean it sucks. Yeah, that's how it works. Because people are not, how do I put this? I'll just say the world, even though I'm not a worldly person, at the moment, in history, in time, in humanity, we're musing, by the way, that's part of the channel thing. Physical health and mental health are two different things. They should really be one thing. Because when you're born, physical things are measured, like your physical weight, your eye color, all that crap is at the very beginning. And then years through your childhood and your life and your teenage years, you see a doctor and they document how tall are you, how much do you weigh, any other problems you might have physically, that kind of thing. But mental stuff, not once, ever, not once was that ever brought up to me as I grew up. Even as an adult, there was never one question about how are you feeling mentally, ever. And I feel like that's a problem. It's not one I can fix, but at least it's one I can, complain about. And I don't know why it is that way. It just is. They're getting better at it. But I really think you should probably see someone in the mental health industry and someone in the physical health industry. It should be two things that happen at the same time. When you go into your yearly physical, talk to a therapist briefly. Talk about what's going on in your life. Talk about if you're feeling like shit. Talk about any problems you're having. Doesn't happen. The only kind of thing I remember happening is I think I had a counselor in middle school. It must have been middle school. I wouldn't have gone to a counselor in high school. So yeah, middle school. I remember talking to a counselor briefly. I don't even know what about. It certainly wasn't about my mental well-being. It was probably just to talk because I was unable to function. I'm amazed I made it through school, to be clear. The fact that I graduated high school is dumbfounding to me because focus was not my strong suit. I remember certain things about high school, like drawing on my notepad and kind of being somewhere else in my head most of the time. I didn't like reading textbooks. I like reading books because my brain was somewhere else for a while, which is the best thing I can do for myself. Distraction and hyper focus. Sweet. I wish I could do that with books now. I can't. For some reason, all the words on the page get to me for some reason. I'm working on it. I'm going to try to take some time and sit in my comfy chair, or maybe in bed. I used to read in bed a lot, and try and get a number of books read. I don't have great lighting, actually. That's part of the problem. I do not have reading in bed book lighting. I have kind of mood lighting. That doesn't sound right. I have a lamp. It's in the wrong place, so I can't read easily. Maybe I have to move it over. I'm getting distracted. There was caffeine in that drink. I can tell. Chips? Sure. It's been 18 minutes since the hour started. And again, sorry for the crinkly noises. Wow. Okay. Oh, I have to read the ingredients. I forget who mentioned that earlier, but reading the ingredients on the Zoa, I was close. That was an adventure. So let's see what ingredients are in my bizarre Takis, which I've never eaten the chip flavored. Chip flavored? You heard me. The waves, the Ruffles Takis. That's what they are. I'm not gonna pretend they're not. The nose is well, actually, it's what the hell is that? Smoked paprika? To say the least. I don't know. I'm not sure if I've read a thriller or listened to an audiobook thriller, but saying that, my father does audiobooks. So I've listened to many audiobooks because I have to. That's the part of the job is audio editing. So I have to listen to any problems. But there's also a link down below to the Whiskey Women audiobook, which is part of what got me into whiskey. If you want to buy it, it helps out my father and it helps out me vicariously because my dad gives me money. Amy Boehm, we were just talking about you. I was just talking about you because I was considering doing this madness at some point. See that? Doesn't that look nice? Elijah Craig, 47%. Sample bottles, raffles, maybe someday, eventually, kind of. But I would need a moderator. By the way, I have a Patreon. So, you know. Also like and subscribe and stuff. Amy, I don't remember if I told you. Cindy's my mom. I assume you know that. I can't remember who knows that. Or Mama KillCo, as she likes to be called. Yeah, these are going to a friend of mine. This is like the test run to see if I can actually ship stuff properly. And also, since it's dry week, I'm having weird stuff. So I had this. This is Zoa energy drink, sponsored by, not sponsored by, but produced by sort of Dwayne Rock Johnson. This is his energy drink. It was okay. I want to try the other flavors, but also it had a weird smell. And we're also having these, which are just Takis that look like Ruffles potato chips. I've had Takis before. This will not surprise me. That's a good idea. I don't want to, you know, how do I phrase this? I would probably not do anything unless you happen to be here. I don't want to be the type of person that's like, hey, person who likes to watch, come on in and do something for me and get nothing out of it. You know, it's like, I'm giving you a job that you don't get paid for. I'd feel awful about that. But if you enjoy doing it, which I'm assuming you do, and you just happen to be available, I mean, you know my time slots. It's 6 p.m. So far, 6 p.m. Eastern, Friday, Sunday, and Wednesday. Not always Wednesday. But you're aware of them, and I'll let you know. If I'm actually thinking of doing a thing, I can email you about it, but you definitely don't have to be here because I don't have to do one. I'm still absolutely terrified about getting into the whole sending out beard oil to people thing. And it's going to cost more. That's the other thing. It would be $10 for one entry because the cost of shipping is stupid in the Americas. Whoa. Okay. I had a feeling. I mean, you do deal with Hot Buttery Rolls and his stuff, and that's the part that scares me, having that many people eager to donate. Haven't had to worry about it yet, but huh. Mom, it means you're special, and don't you dare do anything accidentally, or I'll take it away. Mostly because, Mom, basically it means you can ban people or kick people or mute people, I think, but don't do that. That's only if people get weird, and usually I will catch it, or some other moderator will catch it, and you don't have to worry about it. It's just because you're Mama KillCo. Just don't do anything by accident, is all I'm saying. Takis. Ingredients. We were going to go over the ingredients because I did that with other stuff. So here's a problem immediately. These are basically Taki-covered potato chips. And Takis normally, I think they're corn chips. I think. I could be totally wrong. I've never looked at ingredients, but so you know. And the first ingredient is potato. Potato, vegetable oil, canola oil, and palm oil. Seasoning. Maltodextrin, salt, citric acid, hydrolyzed corn protein, sugar, monosodium glutamate, modified cornstarch, a citric acid, natural flavors. I would love to know what natural flavors actually means because that bothers me every time I see it. Onion powder, Silicon dioxide. I thought silicon was up in whatever. Caramine Lake, Red 40. Red 40 Lake? What the hell is that? Garlic powder. Disodium cyanate. Disodium guanylate. Paprika extract. Ha! Yellow 6 Lake. What the hell is that? Mono and diglycerides. Artificial flavors. What the hell are artificial flavors? It's the last thing. I'm just glad there's paprika. I think I said smoked paprika or smoked something. Whatever. No. That's Amy. She does not drink alcohol. Luckily for me and my dad, yes, she is always the designated driver. She was being what's the word I want to use here? It doesn't sound wrong. Adventurous. She was feeling adventurous a little while ago, and she had a sip of a beverage that had alcohol in it, and she was plastered. No. What the hell was that, Ma? It was what Dad got? So that pineapple mimosa thing. So basically pineapple juice and champagne, and she took one little sip. I was very surprised. Maybe. I would like to have a charity stream where I get all the money, but I would love to see that sort of thing happen to Adriana's channel and her she's got so many donations. I think she said 40 bottles. Oh, we'll see. I hope to be in a position where I can do some kind of charity stream, but I have no idea what it would be to. Some kind of bipolar, or I believe I mentioned the people I actually see, the people I go see that give me medication, basically. What the hell are they called? Words. Hold on. EBCAP. East Bay Medical Something Clinic. That didn't sound right. I got to find out. But they're the ones who are helping me get my medication. East Bay Community Action Program. I may do something for them. And that is a low income / childcare / thing for my area. And it would be nice to give something back to them somehow. I'd have to take a cut, unlike Adriana, because I imagine she's going to give all the money to Alzheimer's research. But in my case, it would be nice to have a little bit so I could pay off the debt and pay for rent. But I feel terrible doing that. But it's just part of why I'm going to East Bay Community Action Program is because it is a low income assistance kind of thing. So I don't know. I have to work out a way where I can get money by doing the YouTube thing where I don't feel like I'm begging. And I don't feel like I don't want to work. What's the word? I don't want pity money, I think is the way I want to phrase that. I want it to be people like the channel. They like donating, they like seeing me try whiskeys, that kind of thing. And also they just like me having an income. That would be cool. But for the most part, I don't want pity money. I don't want that feeling. I will always have that feeling, though, probably, because that's just my brain. Yes, my mom is the smart one and not drinking alcohol ever. She can tell you the story about when she did have alcohol and thought it was just fruit punch. Yeah. Good. I hope Trev's there as well. She's going to need all the help she can get. I'm kind of terrified to go because I don't know if I'm going to deal well with the amount of crap that's going on there. Oh, Amy Boom, I should mention, I might have a guest on this Friday. We'll see. Tony Tito's, welcome to the show. She's already surpassed me in subscribers. Like that. I have a feeling she's going to hit 1,000 way before I do. Hopefully. I mean, she has such nice scenery. And just the idea of her videos, like drinking whiskey outside, I would love to do that, but it requires going outside. And my mental problems are not a fan of me going out and being around people or even being in the woods, because I'm terrified of some kind of random animal will try to kill me or bite me or bugs, or I'll get lost and die. And well, yeah, that's a small example of what happens when I think about going places. It's great. It is. It really is. You know, I don't want to say I'm ungrateful, because the fact that I've been getting donations and bottles and all of that is just crazy. But the end goal in my case, and I think that that's what makes it all very different, is that the money from the channel is going to literally be the income. It's not like when this shuts down, I don't go to work exactly. I don't have a day job. There's no actual other income other than what I do for my folks with the audio editing stuff. That's it. Other than that, there's no income except for the disability money I get every month, which, believe it or not, isn't as much as a person could live off of. If my parents weren't helping me and paying me for the work I do for their Jimson recording thing, I don't know how I would do. I don't know what I would do. Literally, I would probably end up losing my apartment, my car. What else? The internet would disappear because it's at least $100 a month, which I cannot afford. What else would go horribly wrong? I'm really good at this horribly wrong scenario. It's great. Wouldn't be able to pay for gas. And again, if anything happened to my car, that would be it for the car. I've had that car since 2008. If that gives you any idea of what could horribly go wrong with it. What are the other scenarios? Electricity, gas. I already mentioned the apartment. Yeah, so basically everything would fall apart, is what I'm saying. Thus, I need to find some kind of way to actually make income from here, which is part of why I'm doing this. In the long run, again, whoa, hi. I haven't eaten one of these yet, by the way. It is a potato chip covered in Taki stuff. Like, literally, look at that. They didn't even cover it completely. Takis are at least covered completely. Mazel tov, sláinte. What should I say for this? Oh, wait. Itadakimasu. Oh. Yeah, it's very smoked paprika-y. Oh, yeah, I do covers. I forgot about that. Wow. I can do it, Amy Bohm, but I am self-taught. If you look at the video that came out today, it's 3 minutes long. That is the extent of my editing capabilities for now. I haven't really flexed that muscle in trying to do editing stuff because it's exhausting. As you mentioned, there's a reason that most Whiskey 2 people are not fans. It kind of sucks, takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of focus, which I don't have a lot of. Right? I have a bike. I have a bicycle, I should say. I need to fix it. That would cost money. The joys of not having money. Or disposable income. There's the word. What? Jerk. I want to work out with my girlfriend. What the hell? These are okay. I need water. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. A little more spiciness on it. But again, I think part of why I like Takis is because they're corn chips. At least I think they're corn chips. I actually haven't checked. Well, the chip is not a musing thing. Musing is what I go off on every 5 minutes. Well, I need to fill the tires. That's what I need to do. Fill the tires, oil the chain, They probably need to tweak the gear shift stuff because that's a little wonky. I just need to take it somewhere. The place I used to take it to closed over the past year because, big surprise, they're spicy, Mom. They don't taste as good as the Takis that I like. Takis, whatever. But they're just spicy chips, potato chips. Nothing fancy. I think there might be one of those in Newport. But that's farther away. I have a place in mind. It's just a matter of doing it. And what you'll find out is that if you have an ADHD brain, along with other mental issues, getting yourself to do anything that you're supposed to do is difficult. An example is my apartment is a mess. So should I clean it? Yes. Will I have any point in time where I'm going to be able to focus long enough to do that? Probably not. I'm going to have to pay someone to help me clean this place. That is what is definitely going to happen someday. But then again, there's that money thing again. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, they're spicy ruffles. That's what they are. Made in Mexico. So that's something. They also have Takis sticks and Takis hot nuts. So if you like hot nuts, they exist. I'm not making that up. It says it right there on the back. And basically, these don't even taste like Takis. It's like they put the paprika on it and some onion powder. I read the bag, so I know that. And that's it on just potato chips. They're not awful, but you're not going to eat these quickly either. I've had 2 in the past 10 minutes. Apparently, they say a serving is 14 pieces. I'm not going to eat 14 of these right now. These are good as a spicy little kick, but they're not Takis. They're not Takis. Takis? Takis? I have no idea how to say that word properly. I prefer the original Takis. And I'm fairly certain those are corn chips, and where these are just spicy potato chips. I like salt and vinegar better. Let's say that. The color on these, that's really what does it. That just tells me it's coated in paprika. Put it down. Wow. What I will do to remind myself, hold on. Woo! What I should do. Yeah, it's a little spicy. Not too bad. It's not affecting my sinuses or anything. It's just my tongue. What was my thought? I will have to look into. I've been watching too much Loki. Look into finding an organization, a large organization that does research on bipolar disorder. That's the sticker for me, being bipolar 2. I have to make a video trying to describe what it's like to control that, because it's a bit of a roller coaster. It's like being on a roller coaster where you're not quite strapped in. If that isn't terrifying enough, then it's an emotional roller coaster. That's what the worst part is. Wow. I do need a pump. I had a pump, it broke. Well, the pump didn't break. There was a cord that went to the bike, and it just came apart. I will not buy one anytime soon because they're expensive and I don't want to. But I have a feeling I'm going to need new tires. That's the thing that's bothering me, is I haven't ridden this bike as much as I want to. I did ride it quite a bit early on, so there's wear and tear on the tires, kind of flattening. It's like a BMX-ish bike, sort of. I would like to just ride my bike again. When I was riding it, I was 200 pounds almost. I am now 177, give or take. So it would be nice to ride a bike where I don't feel as fat. No, that's not right. Where I wasn't as overweight. Granted, at that weight, I could still ride about 20 miles or more a day. It was fun. I liked it. I liked getting away from everything. That was the fun part. They're technically the same thing. Manic depressive is the older term, I think. I'll double check for you, but I do remember that coming up, as it used to be called this, and now it's called that. So I believe it's bipolar now, and it used to be manic depressive disorder. Google is your friend. Yeah. Bipolar disorder, formerly called manic depressive illness or manic depression, is a mental disorder that causes unusual shifts in mood, activity levels, concentration, and the ability to carry out day-to-day tasks. In case you didn't know, that's the problem. That's the condition. Specifically, I love how they phrased it. Mental disorder that causes unusual shifts in mood, energy, activity levels, concentration, and the ability to carry out day-to-day tasks. This is why I haven't had a job in 10 years. Because of that problem. And I was correct. I wasn't sure I was, but yes. That's the old term. The new term is bipolar. I'm bipolar 2, which is not as severe as bipolar 1. No, you're not old. You're only as old as you feel. And you drink whiskey, so you are as young as you should be. Or feel, I guess. We were talking about age stuff earlier. Where younger is better, where really just your age now is fine. As long as you're feeling content and have plenty of whiskey, doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, it does kind of, but I'm going off on a tangent again. The point is, bipolar is me, unfortunately, along with the other disorders. Yay. Bipolar 2, ADHD, or ADD, whichever you prefer, and generalized anxiety disorder / social anxiety disorder. They haven't quite figured that one out yet. Because of the ability to go on a stage and do a performance, no big problem. Being at a restaurant with people, not a great experience for me most of the time. Okay, but also stresses me out a bit. A busy one. Like, it's not busy and there's no one there, it's fine. That's something I need to do. Get back into weightlifting because, well, on top of the past year and the massive depression I had at the end of 2019, I haven't really exercised. Here's the thing. Another staple, slot, stake. What is the word here? Problem? A money issue. I talk about how money is a thing here. Sorry. It's because I don't have as much as I want to. Well, I don't want to be in crippling debt. That's really what it is. What's my point? Personal trainer. It's very difficult for me to get myself motivated to do exercise stuff, but I did see a personal trainer for a very short amount of time by racking up more credit card debt, but it was good. I told myself I was offsetting the bad. Like, I was spending stupid money on something I couldn't afford, but I was getting in better physical health, so it was worth it. And it was kind of. I mean, it wasn't. The money was outrageous. But seeing a trainer and just doing stuff every, weekly, I think it was just weekly, was great. The accountability and just having someone cheering you on thing was exactly what I needed. But unfortunately, personal trainers cost a lot of money. And we've been over this. I do not have a disposable income of any sort. It's all money that goes either into whiskey, which I shouldn't do, and basically haven't had to do much. People donate bottles and samples and stuff, so that's great. But also, I should have funds going other places, which I don't. Oh, it's great. Part of why I talk about it. I've said it to a couple people. You cannot get out of last year without some kind of mental thing. It may not be severe, but it's little things. Like suddenly you notice how you're washing your hands every time you get home. Or in my case, and I did this long before the pandemic, I have a certain way of touching doors, actively trying not to, basically, but I am keenly aware of where people would put their hand if they're not paying attention, and I try not to do that. The turning knobs are the worst because you actually have to touch them. But for a lot of other doors, I try to touch the spot that is least often touched, or not at all. I love pushy doors. Those are the best. I don't have to touch them. I just shoulder into them. It's fine. Yes. 92. I'm trying to remember when I was diagnosed. I wasn't diagnosed until 2000 and... Hold on, I got to think. It's not working very well. When did I turn 20? When did I turn 20? When did I turn 30? 2010? Yep, 2010. So around 2010, maybe 2009. But it was clear that I had mental issues in my younger years. But I wasn't diagnosed properly at all-ish. And even if I was, it wouldn't matter because at that age, I wouldn't care and I wouldn't follow the rules. It's part of why I didn't do a bunch of things. There were a bunch of things I probably wanted to do in high school that I just didn't do because of how I felt and how social situations felt to me, and they were not great. Alcohol, I was very fond of alcohol back then, which is why I'm very careful with it now. And I'm glad to have gotten into whiskey, where it's more of an appreciation, enjoyment thing instead of what I was doing for most of my life, which was just drinking to drink and get buzzed at the very least. It is. In my case, it's more of a prominent issue. And a lot of it has to do with not being able to work a normal job. I've wanted to. I've tried. It didn't help. The last job I had been at for 4 years. And at some point, I don't want to say I snapped because I didn't, but I woke up one day and I was having a panic attack. And those are not pleasant. If you've ever had one, you know. I couldn't leave my apartment. I had to call out of work. I was lucky I saw my therapist that day, and it was obvious that something was wrong with me. I felt so bad. Ugh. Blech, I don't even like thinking about it. And I've had others, but once I realized part of the problem was trying to pretend like I was okay, that's when I realized that I just couldn't work a job like other people can, as that requires being around lots of people and pretending like you're fine, which you're not. Oh, yeah. My coping mechanisms, of course, were alcohol. Yeah, self-medication. And I had a group of friends, at least. I had a really solid group of friends in my high school years. But that all got twisted up, as it does, with the younger years, into the college years. And of course, not being diagnosed, not having any medication. And what's really awful is I can clearly look back at specific situations where I just went sideways real quick. I did something stupid. I said something stupid. I offended people. That's because I had these problems that were not being, well, it's not they weren't. Diagnosis at that point in time wasn't really a thing. And even if I did go see someone, I would not cooperate. I would not comply. I would not have done what I was supposed to, because that was my mentality at the time. Was I didn't want to take medication. I I didn't want to admit that something was wrong mostly, but it was obvious that something was. There was always that thing in my head of why is everything so easy for everyone else? And why does it seem so difficult for me? And why can't I focus or deal like others can? It sucked. Still sucks, but it's at least I'm aware of it. And at least I have words for it. Like when you can actually say what's wrong with you. That's important. Getting diagnosis is helpful. But again, these diagnoses might not be 100% spot on. I'm also going to see someone tomorrow for a checkup of sorts. I'll fill people in later. It's nothing serious, but it's something I've wanted to do for a while. I think. I'm really not sure what they're going to do. We'll find out. I'll let you know. Again, nothing serious. Don't worry about it. But I will probably talk about it at some point. It's going to be a weird experience. I'll give it that. And we'll see. Really, I'm skeptical. Skeptical that they're going to do anything I want them to, and skeptical about the whole thing. But again, we'll see. Man, this caffeine is great. I can talk for another 2 hours. I'm not going to. Give it a go. I wish, Dwayne The Rock Johnson gave me money to recommend this, but it was interesting. If you need a kick, and again, it's got so much damn sugar in it. That's what bothers me. But it tastes okay. I want to try the other flavors. That's it. But it's not something I would buy on the regular. Here's a funny thing I wanted to mention before I forget. When I was planning to do this stream, I'd already planned what to do. Like I had this, so I had my little smelling, tasting guy thing. I had the backup plan, but I lost my train of thought. Hold on. There was a moment where I was sitting here thinking about how I had to do a stream later. And I think it was because I was watching a Whiskey Tribe video or something. It was. They were talking about comparisons, like comparing whiskey. And my brain went, oh shit, what am I going to compare later on for the stream? Let that sink in. It's a dry week. So that was one of those moments where it's like, oh yeah, my streams are usually alcohol. And I just totally forgot that's not what I'm doing right now. And I already had a plan. Like I said, I had already bought this silly drink to try, along with the chips to try. Silly. Friday, I look forward to having a couple of drams, and we'll see if I have a special guest or two. We'll see. It's one thing I was going to do because I can't focus on anything. First, I need some water. Oddly enough, the chips and probably talking for 2 hours has dried out my everything. Whoa. Save. Oh, yeah. Also, since I've been talking about finances, I have a Patreon. Link below. Oh, and we have I have it right here. I forgot. Also, if you want to donate to the channel for PayPal or Venmo, that is below as well. I am working on a bottle fund for anyone who is unaware because I am bad at talking about things. There it is. We're looking to get the Open 14. I only have to get $45 left in donations to get it. And I also haven't had this up the whole time. Damn it. Because I put the bottle up earlier and I forgot to switch it away. Oh, I am. Whatever it is, I haven't decided yet. Do I? I have crypto stuff just because. But I don't think I have a wallet. I have a cryptocurrency of some sort or another. I have no idea how that works. I've just been putting money into that. I bought Dogecoin stuff just because, just to say I did. That's it. Co-op, hi, welcome back. Nice. Tell me more. No, don't tell me more right now. Uh-oh, the Mash and Drum is here. Duck and cover. Welcome. We were just talking about how I reviewed Zoa by Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's an energy drink. It's dry week for me. So, yeah. This instead of the alcohol. It was okay. The caffeine's great. I feel fine. And I don't think I'm going to sleep. Thank you for visiting. It's always nice to see other whiskey tuber people. I'm glad you liked it. It's a little experimentation and stuff I want to do because whiskey all the time is not sustainable in my world, unfortunately. I will do them as long as I can. As long as I'm getting whiskey and having even samples. Like I have a whole bunch of samples in front of me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I have plenty. But unlike you guys with the amount of money you probably have and the amount of whiskey you definitely have, like it's not sustainable. I don't know how you guys do it. What was the word we figured out earlier? Disposable income. That's the word. I do not have that. So yes, I hope to do more videos similar to that, but that depends on if I'm able to focus long enough to do them. I was kind of inspired by what I've been talking about up and down the past couple weeks. Last week, the Inside video by Bo Burnham. I was a little inspired by that because I felt it. The past year, 2020, mental health problems. Oh, it's so good. And the songs are so damn catchy. That's the other problem. I got a song stuck in my head. Molto bene. I'm not sure what that means, but I just know it's said that way. It's always fun. Very good. Sure. Oh, God, 3 minutes left. This is where I start to panic because I don't know what to do for 3 minutes. I've been going for 2 hours, but the last 3 minutes is when I start to worry. That makes sense. No, it doesn't. Birds are chirping. I have to say all the things, I guess. Donations below. Again, going for the next donated bottle from viewers like you will be Owen 14 because I already know I like it. My hand's over here. So I haven't done a video on it, I don't think, because I've never had a bottle. We're only $45 left, so that's good. I have a Patreon. Working on getting to $100 a month, and then, you know, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. That's a fantasy world right there. What was my point? Check me out on the social medias. Sure, social medias. I've had too much caffeine. Twitter, Instagram. Well, you're already here, so you know about that one. I'm on Facebook. I do not like Facebook, but it's there. What else? Cannot think words. Running out of time now. Shit. Oh, yeah, and I try to get a video out every week on Wednesday at 11 a.m. I don't know why exactly I picked that time, other than I know Whiskey Tribe has their videos at 11 a.m. Maybe I'll make more videos Mondays and Fridays. Debatable. Guests on Friday, maybe. No definitive. I am going to have to look that up. I'm going to have to make sure that's true. Because I've been having anxiety dreams about it not happening. It's great. Hopefully it will. Okay. I still don't know how to use the freaking crypto anything. Whoa, everything moved. Mike Franklin, nice to see you. We're almost done. So thanks for stopping in. Watch the replay. It's been great. I drank this crap. It's good. It's okay. Too much sugar. Okay. I think I have your email. I know I do. I definitely do. I have to double check. Yes, John McElwain. I know. It's in my head. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be super. I'll post it on the Instagram and everything. Hopefully, it's all going to be easy. But I don't think anything is actually happening on Friday other than maybe guests. So don't worry about any donation of stuff. Again, I'm still doing a test run with this going to my friend of mine. Shit, we're ending. Okay. Likes, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm already going to the 2-hour mark. Shit. I don't have a drink. I have water. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I'm changing the ending because Star Trek stuff. I will see you out there.